Jesse, I got both of the amps, bro. Let me cut the light on. Super dark and mysterious in here. I'm back. What's up, Mac? Isn't that crazy? I got her back, Jesse. Close one, two. They both got two inputs. They both have that setting. Let me put this one on the clean channel. I was doing some comparisons earlier, and then my brother called me, and I had to go for a second. With what? What all got to use to chain them together? I feel like I need more high end on my guitar, because the amp and the pedal have a decent amount of high end on it. Oh no, something. Maybe this pedal. Let's try some more on the pedal. There we go. So what, like, explain, so you could do a guitar into a high input into the black amp, and then from the low input to the other amp. So just use the amp like a pedal. So you're saying, like, use one of the amps as a pedal, basically. That's what you're saying. Okay. Shit. That's all I needed to hear. You made it seem complicated. No, I'm joking, but hold up. Let's see. So this one's already plugged in. We would need this red cord. red cord needs to go to this bad boy. And on input 2 of this one, apparently. All right. See what happens. Holy shit. Turn this one down. very cool. This is very cool. Okay, let me see if I can do a stereo thing or not by using this delay pedal instead of this chorus pedal. Fuck this chorus right now. Who cares about chorus? Whenever I can finally hear stereo delay in person for the first time in life. If you got headphones on, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I was gonna say put them on, or like it'll probably sound better with headphones, but honestly, it's probably not gonna make a difference through this shit. Oh my God, don't tell me this thing's dead. Oh my God, no. Sweet Jesus. No, I think it's dead. I left it on the other day on accident for a little bit. Oh, it's not dead. Thank you, Jesus. It's not that. I don't know if this is gonna work properly. Oh yeah, that would be nice to put them a little bit further away from each other. Have crazy stereo like that, but let me see something. I'm not getting any sound for some reason. Having to put 2 amps on standby is hilarious. Very convoluted. I feel like a professional. Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh, I think the pedal's dead, bro. Am I not doing this shit right? Fuck. This happens with this pedal sometimes. Where it's like just being a bitch for no reason. Super weird. Very weird pedal. With how it just sometimes it just decides it's gonna be that day where it's feeling different. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I think it's dead. I'm officially giving up. Unfortunately, we will not hear the stereo today. Will not hear it. Holy shit. All of these buttons and click-clacking. It could be possible. I'm not sure. These things are super old, but they're awesome. Somebody gave me this. A friend of mine gave me this. Being cool. I mean, not being cool. He's just super cool. Been having this thing for years. He told me it might work fully properly, but so far it's been working. It's just the one of the weirdest parts about it is the fact that it takes, if you don't use a 1/4-inch jack, I mean, if you don't use like a smaller jack like this, it won't cut on. You can't use anything longer than one of these, which is fucking weird. What's up, Rachel? How you doing? This thing sounds good. Yeah. This is what 1 sounds like. Just one on the left, your right. I think it'll respond better if I switch the orientation around. If I put this amp through the first input and just put my guitar through the second input of this amp. Let's see what that sounds like. I think we might get some better results. It's not whenever I switch it on now, for one. This one still is. That's a way better sound. That's cool. Let me see if I can get some unity gain from this. It's pretty even. It's pretty even. Just turned this other one up. I know I didn't touch the amp that I was playing. Let me turn this one up a little bit more too. Whoa. That sounds so fucking good. This is so ridiculous though. Having two amps. I wish there was a different angle. Let me just get out of the shot. I'm gonna just get out of the shot. Because honestly, that would look better than me sitting there looking all silly. Let's put these both on standby. Let's just move this stuff slightly to the side. Bring this one closer in shot. Let's angle that down some more. I can't go any further back than where I'm at is the only issue. Maybe I can push these bad boys up against the wall. But yeah, I can't go any further back than this. Let me see if I can get away with doing this. That's my bad. Hold up. Yeah, that's good enough, I guess. That's good enough. Okay. Let's do the first real comparison video on this channel, which is something I've always wanted to do. And this comparison video is totally terrible, but Maybe you'll learn something. This one's just the fucking Blues Deluxe by itself. Okay, that was on volume on 3 on the guitar. Let's put the volume on 3 again. So this one doesn't have as much juice. I think I'm running the tubes kind of hot though doing this. Hell yeah, that's 12 and it wasn't even. That cannot be good for this. I would imagine. Both amps. What the heck did I just sit on? Okay, let's stand. Okay. Which one is urgent favorite? The Fender Deluxe or the Fender Blues? I don't know if it's the Hot Rod Deluxe or if it's the Blues Deluxe. I'm not sure which one I really like more. The Blues Deluxe is really good at doing like Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of things like that and stuff, you know? Like a very true clean sound. But this one is really good at like a more, it just has more harmonic sound going on and richness. This one has more bottom end, I feel like, and is a little bit more rounded off. This one's a little bit more pokey. But the only thing is, it's like, it's not a matter of which one's better. I said this on a comment 8 months ago. Never did I know I'd be in this situation. And thank you, Jesus, for my blessings. In Jesus' name, amen. I said, it was a video that was comparing these two, and I was like, hear me out. It's not about which one's better. It's about having both, because this one's real thin and this one's real fat. Put them together and it's like, dude, the sound is huge. Bro, I saw a PV stereo 2x12 chorus in the amp shop today when I was picking up mine. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I used to have one of those. I love those things, dude. They're really nice. The cleans are so huge. Huge. And it's like a Rolling Jazz chorus for the low, man. People just don't know it. Dude, I fight with myself back and forth in between Fender and PV. I was going to pick up a PV amp, but for $50 more, I could have an amp that has better resale value. It'd be hilarious if PV should shoot up in price out of nowhere, though. Not that I even plan on selling either one of these, but having 2 amps is pretty ridiculous, and like slowing down as a guitarist seems like. I don't know if things will pick back up here soon, but I've been spending a lot more time bedroom playing instead of show playing, so having 2 amps is kind of ridiculous right now. Having 2 guitars feels ridiculous. I got a parts caster that I really like. It's on the bed. All those cool notes that I accidentally just pulled out were total mistakes. Hey Alexa, open YouTube.
Here is YouTube.
Bro, you want to hear the parts caster, Rhinestone? I fucking love this, bro. One of the supporters got this. I just recently set it up again and changed what I was doing. I wanted a floating bridge, and I was like, let me try to make it closer to that one and what I'm used to. And I already mostly just do dive bombs anyways, and like slight wiggles. So like, let me like basically make it a hard tail damn near to where it's like really not even floating anymore. And it oh my god, I'm in love with that guitar so much now. It was already reminding me of this guitar in a lot of ways. The last thing I gotta do with that guitar to really get it going is to get 500K pots and to get a volume knob that's a lot quicker, because this volume knob, not only have I raised it, I got to get the parts to raise it high up like this one is, so it's easier just to grab with my pinky. And this knob is super just fast on the how much you twist it, and it's got a lot of fucking volume, like straight off the bat. And it's a wide sweep. It's a very wide sweep, but it's super punchy. And I really like that, because with volume swells, it helps out so much. Helps out so very much. Woo. That is on 1.5 on the volume. That guitar this loud would be at about like 3 or 4 in the bedroom. Playing this guitar is like cheating, because it's like so easy, and I want to fall in love with that guitar, know like the back of my hand, like I do this one. I'm hoping that while I'm spending all this time on this guitar, I don't forget this one, but every time I come back to it, it feels like home. And slowly and surely over the months, I'm getting to really enjoy that other guitar and figure out ways in order to like make it do what I want, be similar to this in some ways, but also be different enough to pull out other things in me that I enjoy. So one thing that has started when I play this guitar, I start reaching out for the whammy bar, like as if it's got the whammy on it. What do you think of the difference in sound, Rhinestone? It was floating, but I had to. I'm thinking this is probably better off. You know what I mean? Especially as hard as I play. Perfect timing. I'm done working for the night. Ate dinner and now I'm relaxing. Relax to you. You play bass guitar? I can play the bass. I didn't know I could until my homeboy passed me one day. I was like, play some bass for me in the song. He was like, you got this. It was like that South Park episode almost. It like, I tore up the bass. But I'm happy you're here, Tamika. I hope you're doing all right today. Let me tune up. Uh-oh. That sounds like the intro to Computer Love. Let me tune this bad boy up. We need to put those two guitars head to head, but man, this thing is fat sounding, dude, compared to that Strat, dude. They're like polar. They're pretty opposite, man, when it comes to the sound. That's where a lot of the difference is in those two guitars. That's why the 500K pots. Just the butt. Hey, y'all niggas are hilarious, bro. Because there's no context behind the text. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just really how you interpret it. I interpret it as in a funny way, and that is hilarious. This guitar bends easier than that one. Halfway through a bend on that other one, the whammy bar starts coming down and like you get the pressure of the springs on the strings. This pressure of the springs on the strings, and try saying that 5 times fast. And it basically makes bending the note up to pitch just a little weird and feeling different. It's something I gotta watch out for. But you can tell I'm very comfortable with my vibrato on this guitar. This is what it sounds like in my head. Like, the crazy part is this, I know there's 2 amps going right now, but this is usually what I'm thinking it sounds like, which is like, I don't know what it's translated like through the phone for y'all at home, but it's so fat and full. Like, it's like, it feels like playing a solid state amp and then playing a tube amp for the first time. But now it's 2 tube amps instead of just one, and it's like it just feels, one's filling out what the other one's doing, unless they're extremely similar. These amps are very similar, but different enough, and have different enough speakers in order to get different responses out of them. But this shit's awesome. I appreciate that, Jesse. Holy shit. All my light bulbs just went out. Appreciate that, Jesse. Sincerely, man. God bless. That's awesome, dude. That's so awesome. Being able to play them both at the same time. I'm not sure what it's doing to the power tubes or the preamp tubes. It sounds like it's running them kind of weird, possibly. I don't know. I'm actually new to the amp game. This is new to me. I can hear a difference. Audio quality sounds great. I appreciate that, Zach. Everything's fuller. So, just to show you one more time, Zach, this is just sound coming from my side on this side. And then this is sound coming from just one side, usually how you would hear on this side, you know what I mean? This is what y'all are used to hearing from me. And this is what today sounds like. Isn't that amazing, Zach? Isn't that crazy? Like, that shit is huge. Like it sounds like it's breathing and alive. It was, and I didn't even notice how thin each one sounded till now. And I'm never gonna hear an amp the same again. I'm ruined. I'm ruined. That's crazy. Well, that's awesome. One person learned something new, as I did too. You know what I mean? That's pretty bitchin'. I don't typically have that happen on the channel, I don't think. Anybody learns a damn thing. Other than that guy can tread. But happy you got something you could learn today. Yeah, Jesse, this is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't think I'm ever gonna hear an amp the same again, for real now. I might just be like being dramatic. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. But dude, no way I'm pulling up to the fucking gig with two of these things. Oh my god. Dude, am I gonna be that guy? Cause I've been that guy about things when it comes to guitar. Like, doing the most shit, like, and suffering and carrying all sorts of dumbass gear. Oh my god, I would have to make 2 trips. There's no way I'm one tripping that shit. I could probably one trip that shit. Get back into some more push-ups and shit. I could probably one trip that shit. 2 amps, 2 guitars, pedal board. That's not crazy. Probably just bring 1 guitar though. And usually when I've been going out lately, I just take this one. Cause if the string break, it ain't really a big deal. If the string break on that one while I'm on stage, I gotta like improvise and shit. That should be terrifying. I'm already an improviser, and it's like usually I naturally just get through it very well, even though it's like hell out of tune. Nobody really notices. They drunk and shit, but I don't be trusting that. But now that it's not a hardtail, I might start taking that. I mean, now that it is a hardtail, basically, I might start taking it out more, put it on stage more. That's what I was trying to explain to somebody in this comment section in this video I saw like 8 months ago about guitars. It was these 2 amps being put against each other. And I was like, dude, fuck. Which one should you buy? Get them both. I know this is not a feasible thing for most people, and this is a blessing, sincerely. I never thought I'd be in a position to be able to have both of these amps, or even just one of them. Like, having a tube amp for years was a dream as a guitarist. That was like very far away. You know what I mean? And forgot what I was saying before that. Damn it. Anyways, oh yeah, somebody was making a video putting them against each other, and I was like, dude, fuck, have one or the other. You should get both. It sounds like they would complement each other because one's kind of fat and one's kind of thin. And I was right. Luckily, my Maxima can fit all of this shit in there. It can fit 2 amps, 2 guitars, and it can fit damn near a drum set in the trunk. That trunk's huge, just like an American size car seems like. It's crazy. But I appreciate that, Rhinestone. Yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas, Isaiah. It's the only problem with chasing tones and stuff. It's like, you don't really play much music. You're more so just listening out. You're doing this a lot. And it's like I be getting lost in that shit sometimes, just as much as I do if you know what I mean? Actually playing the guitar. As much as I'm just like a 50-50 sometimes. Lately I have not been very serious about tone, but I'm starting to get back into it a little bit. Especially now that I got 2 fucking amps. And the only reason I wasn't serious about it was because I had fought for like damn near like 4 years straight to get to the tone that I'll pretty much be pulling out of amps nowadays. And I have specific pedals that I haven't really switched out, and ones that I've like tried, then changed, and came down to these pedals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pedals, but I really only use 2 or 3 most of the time, honestly. Really just 2 most of the time. Just distortion and overdrive. Most of the time. That's what y'all are hearing. Every once in a while I'll throw on some Univibe or some chorus or delay, just to spice things up a little bit. But I used to really like those sounds. I feel like they get in the way lately. I've been liking a really just straightforward, clean sound with a decent amount of reverb. Not enough to kill the note, but enough to make it, you know what I mean, right? It's crazy how 2 reverbs sound as well, 2 different reverbs. Cause this amp, the reverb's on 5, and it's ridiculously, like, it's a lot. This amp's on, basically, this amp's on 8, like it's at noon, and it's nowhere near as much as it is on that one at 4 or 5. So the subtle one of this one and the very exaggerated one of that one together sounds cool as well. It really likes these Seymour Duncans. That's about as loud as we can get here. I'm about to cool it off. Take it easy, man. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a good tone and lock myself away for next few hours or a few days. Yes, I can play jazz, but it's like my own fake version of it. I'm gonna lock myself away for the next few days and really figure out how to run both of these at the same time. I think it'll also sound better and we'll get better responses if I actually get a specific pedal to be able to switch in between the two amps and play them both at the same time from one unit. I think would be very nice. Because some added sounds that are not probably complementary to like what I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? But that was super cool. That was my first time ever getting to really experience something like that. I was bitching. Y'all have a nice night, man.